someone tell me?
Yes, here's the date, time, and cause of death right there.
Can you speak English version, please? Thank you.
Miss Gilbert ruptured a blood vessel. Every effort was made to stem her bleeding, but she had Kaposi sarcoma, which is a form of cancer.
You don't have to. I know what that is.
Dr. Scorpio and Drake were notified immediately. I'm actually surprised one of them didn't call you. When they made the decision to cremate Miss Gilbert's remains, I assumed it was with your approval.
Well, I don't have a problem with it.
Well, here's an accounting of all the charges and Miss Gilbert's personal effects, such as they are. It's basically her identification and a letter she was writing when she passed.
You are very, very efficient.
Thank you.
Yeah. But you know what? You don't have an ounce of empathy or compassion. I don't even know why they allow you to work around sick people. I really don't.
Well, I'm part of a union that...
Oh, good for you. You're part of a union. Do you know that my close friend died of AIDS?
Yes, I remember Stone Cates. You named the AIDS wing after him, and we're all very grateful.
I'm sure you are. You would have taken one look at him, sent him right back on the streets so he could die alone. That's why the AIDS wing exists. So patients with AIDS and HIV can have refuge in caring professionals. Let me tell you something. If I ever find out that an AIDS patient got the back of your hand like April did.
Well, I was doing my job.
I'm not done talking, so if this ever happens again, for whatever reason, I will see to it that you don't work in the medical profession. As a matter of fact, I'm having lunch with your union president next week, and I will guarantee you he will agree. Do we understand each other?
I believe we do.
Excuse me, can you page Robin Scorpio, please?
Oh, you shouldn't be doing this alone, Lucky. There are tons of places to get help. Tons of clinics, rehabs.
Yeah, and I bet you pay for it too.
Absolutely, I would. I'd do whatever it takes to help you.
Yeah, well, worry about Lulu. She needs you more than I do.
Why? I don't understand. Why do you insist on going through this by yourself?
Because it's my problem.
Well, it would be great if it were that easy, Lucky. But you can't be alone. And Elizabeth can't be around 24/7. Rehab makes sense. It's safe. It works.
Yeah, and it'd only be a matter of time before it got back to the department.
Lucky, you wouldn't be the first cop in history who had a substance abuse problem.
But I know what happens to the ones that do go public. They get a rep of being untrustworthy, and nobody wants to be their partner.
You get to save your own life. Seems like a reasonable trade-off to me.
I just can't be locked up in some clinic for the next 30 days. It's like an open invitation for Patrick Drake.
Oh, Lucky, would you lose the Patrick Drake thing already? And that's got to be the drugs talking, because nothing happened between them. You know, you're just trying to absolve yourself of sleeping with Matt.
Patrick wants Elizabeth. Take a good look at me, Nicholas. How can I fight for Elizabeth the way I am now?
Hey. I just came from seeing my little boy.
I try to drop in on my breaks and say hi to him whenever he's here.
You do. Thank you.
He loves daycare, Elizabeth. He has some friends and they're always playing.
I know. I just had to tell him again that he can't come home with me. And he doesn't understand, and obviously I can't tell him the truth. And I know he loves Graham. But he misses me and he just wants to come home. But I can't bring him into a home when Lucky's trying to kick his habit. Oh my God. My husband is a drug addict. I did not picture my life like this. And now my little boy, his whole world has been turned upside down and it's become this very scary and unstable place.
Elizabeth, you're his rock, okay? There is no doubt in my mind that he feels loved and secure.
I love Lucky and I want to help him. But not at the expense of my little boy.
It was in April's personal effects. It was addressed to you.
Me?
I guess she was writing it when she died.
Dear Dr. Scorpio, I'm not so good with words, but I need to say this. Because of you and Dr. Drake, I'm not alone. That was the worst part of being sick. When they brought me into the hospital, I felt like I was worthless and that dying was the best thing I could do. I was wrong. You and Dr. Drake gave me options. I'm writing to you instead of him because you have this monster inside of you, the same one that I live with. And I want you to know that the way you reached out to me gave me something to live for. Instead of feeling useless, like I'm just taking up space, I feel like my life maybe has some purpose. Fight the monster, Dr. Scorpio. And show other people how to fight it like you did with me. It's been the most amazing gift. Love, April.
So this right here is what the surgeon is going to remove.
It's one thing in the abstract, it's another thing when you see it in the black and white.
I know it's scary.
It's not the procedure that scares me, it's those tiny little cancer cells that are invading my body and trying to kill me.
It's not an uncommon procedure, Miss Davis.
You're very nice. You're actually very charming, and you have a very nice bedside manner.
Oh, that's the first. I don't have a bedside manner. You can pretty much ask anyone.
I'm going to ask you a question that you hope most patients don't ask you. In your opinion, Dr. Drake, how many people in my condition at my stage end up with a clean bill of health?
You're not terminal.
I know that's how they train you to answer. But I don't want you to sugarcoat it with me because I have 2 small children that I need to make plans for. I need an honest, real assessment of the rest of my life, however that turns out to be.
Okay. You're right to make those arrangements. There's a real chance you may not survive this.
Oh, come here. Oh, look at that boat. You see that one right there? Jason's got a boat that goes twice as fast as that one. It is so cool. It goes up in the water and you get waves and wind in your hair.
Jason! Can you come take me and Sam on your boat?